What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into Witty Sports Talk. This time for the Copa America preview and predictions. We'll be using FootMob, which is an app that I use for to follow like soccer information and stuff like that. It's a more just like soccer specific app and stuff that I'm sure if you watch soccer or whatever you'll know about. But I couldn't really find a bracket predictor anywhere else online for whatever reason. So I found this. It has the odds as well. As you can see, kind of listed to the right of the teams, which I think is good. It'll maybe help me a little bit in deciding who goes through with the group stages. Although, just thinking about it beforehand, I think most of the favorites will go through. But we got Group A through D, so we'll just kind of go through it one by one like we did with the Euros prediction. And Euros starting really soon. And well, I guess by the time you see this video, the Euros would have started, and then Copa America starts on the 20th. So in America, so it's a home tournament for my country here, and let's see how these predictions go here. So we got Group A: Argentina, Canada, Chile, and Peru. Obviously, Argentina, one of the favorites to win the whole tournament, and I think Chile obviously is the second best team in that group. Canada versus Peru. Canada has so much wrong with it right now in their federation as far as just like money, players, coaches not agreeing on things, men's and women's sides arguing about stuff. Not that affects anything on the pitch too much, but it for sure is just something to look out for. And I just don't think Canada is very good. I don't really know anything about Peru, to be honest. Yeah, I have no idea about Peru, and so with that, sure, I'll just leave it as that. Canada maybe picks up a draw or a win against Peru, something like that. Likely, no, but I'll do it just because they're one of the host nations. They have, they're pretty close. They should have some fans maybe, but those two teams are both losing, but whatever. Group B: Ecuador, Jamaica, Mexico, and Venezuela. Surprised Venezuela's odds are so low. Do they really not have anybody good anymore? That's crazy. I mean, these are all odds to win the whole tournament, but still, I thought Venezuela used to be a little bit better. Maybe not. Either way, Mexico, even though I hate them, obviously as far as a rivalry competition, but I do think they're pretty favored to get out of the group. I don't know if they'll actually finish first or if Ecuador will finish first. Jamaica's terrible. Ecuador and Mexico to win the group, I really don't know. Ecuador's not bad, They have a couple decent attacking players. But Mexico they'll have huge home field advantage. I mean, huge home field advantage. But they've been playing so poorly lately. I mean, they did tie whoever it was in one of the pre-tournament warm-up games. Just out of my spite for Mexico, I'll put them second, We'll put them second. Bolivia, Panama, Uruguay, and the USA. I think this is the most straightforward group in the whole thing. I'm not delusional. We're not beating Uruguay, to be honest. Thank goodness USA plays them last. I mean, honestly, thank goodness. Because they play Bolivia first, should be a win. Play Panama second, should be a win. So then you go into Uruguay, and you're fine. Both teams have 6 points. And so there's not, huge pressure on the game. But also, Uruguay should have 6 points already, so they'll have no pressure no matter what. And so the U.S., if they need a win or a tie or whatever to get it, they should be able to, because Uruguay might, rest some players or something. But either way, I think Bolivia and Panama, USA might pull out 2-1, 2-0, 1-0 wins, because Greg Berhalter is just going to make it terrible. And then against Uruguay, it might be a 3-0 defeat. But USA second in the group. Uruguay first. We're not getting overzealous here with America. This group here: Brazil, Colombia, Costa Rica, and Paraguay. We'll just flip these two around. This group's pretty straightforward, to be honest. Brazil, Colombia, the two favorites by far. USA just tied Brazil yesterday when I'm making this video, so that was a good sign for the U.S. Brazil, they played a really strong team, and I saw a lot of their fans not not the happiest with that performance, but I'm sure once tournament time comes around, they'll find the back of the net more so. But yeah, there's the groups: Argentina, Chile, Ecuador, Mexico, Uruguay, USA, and Brazil, Colombia to make it out of the groups. Moving over into the quarterfinals now, Argentina, Mexico. Ooh, what a match that is. Jeez Louise. But Mexico, again, just not the best team right now. They haven't beat the U.S. in 2.5, 3 years. They just don't have their best players for whatever the generation that Mexico has right now just isn't up to par. So we'll go Argentina, Ecuador, Chile. That's another just toss-up. I mean, it's just a South American toss-up, which is tough. And I have no idea who's going to win it because I just don't watch those teams. I don't watch the South American like World Cup qualifyings or anything. And I forget. Hold on, let me go back. I mean, who's favored to win? So plus 2,800 and Ecuador's plus 1,600. All right, thanks. That's gonna be our de facto choice there. Uruguay, Colombia, Uruguay, and then gosh dang it, why do we have to face Brazil? You was gonna face Brazil in the quarterfinals? That is so lame. Wow, it's almost needed now that the U.S. beat Uruguay. They actually USA really need to win the group, to be honest, because that's crazy. And this would be nuts if this game actually happened, which I think it will in the quarterfinal, considering these two teams just played. But there's just no way that the U.S. I would trust the U.S. to win, to beat Brazil in a quarterfinal of a Copa America. If it really came down to it, there's just no. As much as I want to choose U.S., I just can't with my logical brain. Otherwise, I would lose credibility as a sports person, as a sports reporter. So I guess it's all South American teams, which is not surprising because Mexico and the U.S. are the only two viable CONCACAF teams anyway. But yeah, so that's just not happening. I could see these games going differently. Ecuador, Uruguay, with those games are kind of toss-ups. Argentina, Mexico. Argentina's got Brazil, U.S. Again, with the U.S. home crowd, although actually, now that I think about it, these fans travel all over the place, so never mind. Brazil might have the home crowd, to be honest. I could see it being close, but extra time, it would just be too much pressure probably, from Brazil's attack. So I'll go Brazil, Argentina, Ecuador, Uruguay, and Brazil into the semifinals. Argentina's beating Ecuador. Uruguay, Brazil. This is another toss-up where you just don't know. There's got to be an upset, and Brazil just hasn't performed well for whatever reason. And I almost want to pick Uruguay, to be honest. What does this question mark do? Anything? No. Okay, bet. Shoot, man. This sounds like there's got to be one upset somewhere. Uruguay, Brazil, but that's a tough one. Not that. Yeah, there's no way that just the two favorites are getting all the way there. So screw it. We're going Uruguay, and then Brazil can win bronze medal, and Argentina is winning Copa America. So Argentina wins Copa America, I think, for me. Maybe another upset somewhere in there. I had to pick one upset at least, so Uruguay over Brazil is my one upset. I'm afraid if I hit next year, it's going to bring me to some terrible page. Okay, cool, that's fine. Previous. So yeah, Argentina, Copa America, title. Messi wins another trophy. That team is looking really strong lately. And in my hope, maybe U.S. can beat Uruguay to win the group, and then we'd play Ecuador or Chile, whoever it was. If I go back, playing Colombia, okay, and that's a more winnable game than playing Brazil. But yeah, as far as talent and likelihood, I just don't think USA can beat Brazil in a tournament. I think we could beat Colombia. It's possible. It's doable, even though we just lost them 5-0 or 5-1, I think. but I think it was just a one-off probably. But who knows? Maybe if the U.S. don't get past the quarterfinal, Greg Berhalter will get fired, so that'd be nice because he's terrible. And with the best generation that the U.S. has ever had, they need to be competing, at least getting to a semifinal in these type of tournaments. So we'll see how it plays out. As I said, we've got Argentina winning the whole thing over Uruguay. Brazil could win it, obviously, but I had to pick an upset somewhere. And we'll see how the tournament goes. Obviously, be rooting for the USA, see how they perform. Either way, it's Greg Berhalter out. And enjoy the Euros, enjoy Copa America, and until next time, I'll see you later.